The singer and rapper Tory Lanz was found guilty in his assault trial 2 years after shooting rapper Megan Thee Stallion in the feet. On Friday, December 23rd, the Canadian artist was convicted on all 3 felony charges by a Los Angeles jury: assault with a semi-automatic firearm, possession of a concealed, unregistered firearm, and negligent discharge of a firearm. He pleaded not guilty. For the charges, the Canadian rapper faces up to 22 years in prison. The hip-hop scene has been divided over the case, from conflicting testimonies to rescheduled hearings to the involvement of fan bases and even fellow musicians. In Los Angeles Superior Court, a jury of 7 women and 5 men deliberated for 2 days after hearing arguments from both the prosecution and the defense in a high-profile trial that lasted 2 weeks and coincided with the Christmas holiday weekend. The jury and members of the public witnessed emotional testimony from the victim herself during the last 2 weeks of witness and expert statements, unexpected twists in testimony, and varying interpretations of the case's hard evidence. One of the first names to be called on behalf of the prosecution was Megan Pete, who gave her account of the assault and identified Peterson in court as the shooter. The Houston rapper also talked about how the assault and these proceedings have affected her life and career over the past 2.5 years. Megan Thee Stallion spoke about being repeatedly doubted and ostracized by some in the music industry's big boys club, as well as being ridiculed, slut-shamed, and threatened online. Megan, the 27-year-old woman, told the jury members through tears, "I can't hold conversations with people for a long time. I don't feel like I want to be on this earth. I wish he would have just shot and killed me if I knew I would have to go through this torture." The charges stem from an argument that occurred on July 12, 2020, after the rappers left a pool party at Kylie Jenner's residence in Los Angeles. After an argument in a vehicle leaving the party spilled out onto the street around 4 a.m., Peterson, the 30-year-old rapper, was accused of shooting Megan Thee Stallion, real name Megan Pete, in both feet. Following Pete's statements, the prosecution's key witness, Kelsey Harris, recanted her statement, effectively ending their case. Pete's former best friend and assistant, Harris, was in the car with the 2 rappers that night. Harris's testimony was eagerly anticipated as potential confirmation of Pete's account of the incident, which identified Peterson as the shooter. The defendant was suspected of coercion after Harris told prosecutors Peterson offered both women $1 million to keep quiet about the incident. Because of the high-profile parties involved and the unusual circumstances of the case, this trial has sparked a polarizing debate, exacerbated by the widespread spread of misinformation online. Independent blogs' misinterpretation of evidence and unsubstantiated claims of an early verdict have overshadowed the facts of the case in favor of salacious hot takes. During the 2 years it took for this trial to take place, there was debate in the hip-hop world about Megan Thee Stallion's credibility as a victim, as well as normalized mistreatment of black women and false accusations leveled against black men. But one thing was certain: Megan Pete was shot. The Cedars-Sinai Hospital orthopedic surgeon who assisted in removing bullet fragments from Megan's feet testified to performing the surgery and confirmed that there were fragments that were too microscopic to remove and that they are still in the rapper's heels today. In another twist, when it came time for the defense to prove their theory that Kelsey Harris was the real assailant, their key witness partially reneged on a previous statement. 911 caller Sean Kelly, who claimed to see the fight from his bedroom window, testified that he initially saw 2 girls fighting and that a muzzle flash went off closer to a woman, but that he also saw Peterson with his arms outstretched and firing wildly and violently, assaulting both women. They were all fighting, they were all struggling constantly, Kelly testified in court.
Thank you for watching. Please share your opinion about this topic. See you soon.